Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're going to be unboxing the Ariel Rider Kepler. This one's for my wife, Alicia, right over there. She's going to help me unbox it. So we're going to show you how to unbox it, what's inside, and also how to put it together. So we'll see how this goes. And this should be able to help out anybody that just got their Ariel Rider Kepler. And this is actually the low step. So, all right, let's get into it. You ready? Okay. This is Alicia's first video too, so give her a shout out in the comments. Alright. Gonna cut these ties here. Slice the tape on the top. Just gotta watch out for those staples too. Those will sneak up and get you. And there's another box inside. No, we're just gonna pull it straight up. So usually you want someone else to do this with you because the bike is pretty heavy, especially when you're just lifting out of the box. You ready to lift it up?
Yep. Where am I grabbing? Should I be on the same side?
What?
Should I be on the same side?
Probably.
Okay.
Box out of the way. Alright. So now, just want to cut the plastic zip ties here. And be careful you don't cut any wires underneath there. Now you just gotta make sure everything's straight. So these are where you're gonna mount the handlebar. So we're gonna make sure that's forward here, like this. And we also gotta make sure that this is forward here. You're gonna want the brakes on the same side as the back. So make sure your calipers are on the left. So let's get the handlebars mounted. Put these to the side.
Excited for it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure it lines up here, like right in the middle. For now, it really doesn't matter. We'll just get those screws in.
Just to get it on.
Going in. Well, this one's got turn signals too. Started coming with turn signals.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
I like it. So when I push the turn signal, like for left, my arm will just go up.
Yeah, automatically.
Cool.
Okay. That's going in. Alright, don't want to tighten those too much because we want to line the handlebars up. What you want to do, get them nice and centered. That little, can you move them? It's too tight.
Which direction? That's towards me, correct?
Yeah, towards you. Yeah. Okay. Usually I'll just get it like right there in the middle.
It's clever to have that centering line in there.
Yeah.
Do they all have that?
For the most part, yeah. And guys, just keep in mind we're not very handy, so if we could do this, anybody could do this. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yep.
Remember that in school?
I do. How tight should I make these?
Just like,
Good enough?
just hand tight, yeah, for now.
That's good.
I'll go back and tighten those. That should be good for now. And what we'll do is we're going to tighten the stem bolts here. These bolts. We'll make sure they're centered for now. We can always adjust these after too, though. Alright, go for it.
Is there one on each side?
Yeah,
Or are you
there's.
doing this one?
There's one on each side.
Good.
Alright, so now we're going to take the fork protector down there. We're going to remove that.
Wrench.
Yeah, and I think all the tools. There'll give you some tools in the box too. I'll slice that open for me. Okay. So here's your headlight. So there's a toolkit inside here. Alright, so we're able to loosen these bolts to get the fork protector off. This should come right off. There we go. Alright, so we're going to put the front wheel on here. Something really important to note, depending on which version of the Kepler you have, you either have 2 axle bolts for both sides, or you have the quick release, which is this. Alright, I'll show you how to put this on. What we're going to do is we're going to take the brake plastic protector out there. We're going to take our tire and wheel. Yep, go and lift it up. Alright, and then we're going to line it up there, right in the rotor. And then what you're going to do, it doesn't matter which side you put this on, but you want to take this off. And you also want to take the spring off, but don't lose the spring. It's very small, but the spring goes on this way. The smaller part goes in first, and then the bigger part will go in last. So like the other side there. I'll put this on the side here. And we're going to try to get this through. There we go. A lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright, remember, the small part of the spring goes in first. And then we're going to put this bad boy in. And we're going to start screwing it in. I just want to make sure that's lined up so it goes nicely into that fitting there. Alright, and then what you want to do is you just want to make sure this is tight enough to close it, but not too tight where you can't close it. There we go. That should be good for now. Like I said, there's 2 different versions. So if you have the quick release like I do, that's how you do it. Alright, so now we're going to install our fender and our front headlight. So if you look up here on the bracket, there is a nut and a washer. So that's where the fender is going to mount, and the headlight as well. I'm going to take this out. Alright. Now we have a fender, and what we're going to do is the fender is going to go right up against that hole there, so that little bracket, and then we're going to take our headlight, and our headlight is going to go right here, and then our nut and bolt is going to go right behind it. Well, let's see if we can do this. So kind of like an all-in-one piece here, and as long as you can get that bolt started, this will hold everything up there. Alright, there we go. We'll tighten this, and the headlight should kind of straighten up there. So that is good there. And then you have these fender holder holes, which you want to line up with the holders on the fender. And then you have these 2 bolts and washers. Put these in there and line them up. As long as we can get those started, like the fender. Okay. Undo the other side?
Sure.
I actually prefer this way too for the fenders. These are put on that way. They seem to stay in place. Alright, so that's all tightened up. What we're going to do is we're going to plug this in. You want to plug it in? You're just going to line up the prongs in there. That's for the headlight.
We don't have any power on, right?
Nope, there's no power on the back right now.
Okay.
Good. Alright, so the fender and the headlight are installed. So now I think we can, I think we could have done that a while ago.
Lessons learned. Next time.
Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the pedals. If you guys have any questions about assembling the bike, there is a manual over there that we are looking at as well, just to make sure everything matches up. But if you need that, that is also included in the box. It's nice to have like a physical manual instead of just having to look it up online. So these are the pedals, and this is going to be L.
So that's the rider's left side when riding.
Yeah.
So.
And then this is going to be marked with an R. Alright, so what we're going to do on the pedals is we're going to put some anti-seize on the pedals. I just like to do this just to make sure there's a nice tight fit. Usually you just take one of the zip ties and scoop it out that way. I don't have to use my fingers because you don't want this stuff on your hands. Put a little bit on the threads here. I don't want to put too much. Put some on yours.
Sure.
Alright, so now we're going to put the pedals on. So you want to keep in mind the left pedal. So if you're the rider, on your left hand side, the left pedal, the one that's labeled L, is going to be counterclockwise when you screw it in. And then Alicia's side, on the right hand side, is going to be clockwise. So screw it in.
And it has the R.
Yeah, it has the R. There you go. There we go, much better. Alright, so what's next? What do we got next?
Next is inflating the tires.
Alright.
Making sure that the battery is locked to the frame.
Alright, here's your battery.
Our headlight and fender are in place. And
Yeah.
reviewing the remainder of the manual.
Alright.
That's it.
What does it say for PSI on the... Oh, it's 30 PSI. So inflate to 30 PSI on the tire. So we're going to do that after. But everything seems to be set up. I got the fender, the headlight in place. We got the wheel on with the quick release on there. The battery is right here. Your keys are going to be zip tied on the handlebars here. Cut those off, make sure you don't lose them. But these are also used to take the battery out. So there's a keyhole right here. Really easy to take the battery off. Snaps into place. Just turn the key to the right and it'll unhinge the battery. Actually one of the easiest batteries to take off. And this slides out. There you go. Extra stuff that comes in the box is extra screws and bolts. You also have touch-up paint, which is really nice. And then you also have your charger. All right, also, one more thing you have to hook up before you get to riding is these two little cables here need to go into the back of the display. If you see that, and there's the two hookups. Alicia, you want to hook that up?
Sure.
What you want to do is you want to match up the shapes here.
And there's little arrows actually as well on the cable.
Make sure those are all the way in there.
Am I damaging this
Need
one?
help?
I think so. I don't want to
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go. There's the two cables that need to go into the display. But other than that, that's it. So super easy assembly. What was it, Alicia? The tire, fender, light, handlebars, pedals.
The cables.
Yeah, the cables. That was about it. But yeah, and then after you're done, you just have to you know, move everything around to your liking and figure out like how high you want everything and stuff. But other than that, really simple to assemble. If we could do it, you can do it. We can't even put like tables together from IKEA, so she knows that.
Well, I can't. Just we can't do it. We struggle to do it together.
Guys, very nice looking bike. Are you really excited about it?
I am.
How tall are you?
5'3" and shrinking.
5'3" with a question mark.
5'3" and shrinking.
All right, and she was able to ride the Kepler before with no issues, so she definitely fits on it at 5'3". So if you're interested in this bike, if you're 5'3", smaller rider, you'll fit on it. I think you have to go with the lowest seat position, right?
Yep.
But you can still fit on it. So yeah, I just recommend going over the bike and make sure everything's tightened. Beautiful bike from Ariel Rider. And she's been on the Kepler before and she fell in love when she first got on it. So, and like I said, she's 5'3", so she's a shorter rider. but this bike is perfect. So if you have any questions for us, me or Alicia, please leave them in the comments below. We're both really excited to ride this. So we love Ariel Rider and the products they make. And we'll have other videos regarding the Ariel Rider Kepler in future videos. So please give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave us a comment if you have any questions. Let us know how we did. Also, if you want to support the channel, we also have an affiliate link you can use in the description below. Click on that and order your Ariel Rider e-bike, whichever model you want, and it helps out the channel. It helps us make future videos like this one. So, all right, if you have any questions, again, leave them in the comments below. Alicia, say bye.
Thanks for watching.
All right, guys. Peace out.